and you do sustainable thought processes or actions, you accomplish sustainable events by considering social, environmental, and economic aspects of any decision. So that's why a green business has to be considering social, environmental, and economic aspects on its way to getting to be sustainable. But most important, it must be of integrity and it must be transparent. And that's been kind of a key to understanding what businesses are really green. For about 30 years, an organization called Co-op America, which is now changing its name to Green America, has kept real close tabs on businesses and certified these businesses as green businesses. I've been lucky, as my urban planning firm, Bowie Urban Planners, has been certified since 1994, and then Sarasota Green Marketplace, my retail store, has been certified since it began. Co-op America is a little more than a good housekeeping seal of approval. There's a rigorous application process required, and it is a national certifying entity. Now, that's one entity that certifies a variety of green businesses. There's also standards within all the industries, or most all of the industries, for green. The problem is, because this whole idea of having green businesses is so new, there are competing standards within certain industries. And there are green standards that don't require the quality that is actually possible. Some people have been talking quite a bit lately about greenwashing, and I just want to take a couple of minutes and talk about that. Basically, greenwashing is the act of misleading consumers regarding the environmental practices of a company or the environmental benefits of a product or service. From the consumer's perspective, greenwashing is operating without integrity. A corporation guilty of greenwashing is not being accountable. And I hate to read this to you, but I think it's important. For over 30 years, a grassroots organization, Co-op America, has influenced corporations to be more sustainable by making corporate practice and products more visible, and by providing a seal of approval for businesses that really are green. And one of the methods that Co-op America uses is the website responsibleshopper.org. It turns out that there are only 200 businesses or 200 corporations in the United States that provide 80% of our products. So you would think that trying to run a website with Responsible Shopper and evaluating the corporations would just be an unbelievable task. But it's really not an unbelievable task, because there's only 200 corporations to focus on for most of our goods. We've seen companies say they're green and then have practices or products that are not really green. And what this does is it really makes consumers uncomfortable. Once a consumer has made a commitment to buy green and then thinks they're buying green and then feels like it's a sham, then that really speaks poorly for all the rest of the businesses that really are trying to make a difference. That kind of gets you to what is a green product. Green products are ones that use resources, the minimum amount of resources, so they're about recycled products. Green products are also very energy efficient and water conservative. And one part of green products that people don't understand and don't emphasize enough is that green products are healthy products. So they really create healthy indoor air quality, and they're really products that don't promote the use of things like formaldehyde and fiberglass and these poisons that have been typically part of our building systems. You may want to then get certification as a green business. Now, green businesses can be certified from many different ways. You can certify your green business through your own industry. You can certify your green business through Co-op America. If you're a builder, you might want to be going and becoming green building certified here in Florida through the Green Building Coalition. So the path you choose towards certification depends on your industry and how up they are in sustainable solutions. You may find out that in this year and in the next few years that if you do have your industry, or if you do decide to go green through your industry certification, that you might actually become a leader in the certification process. I don't know that the government will get involved in certifying green. The European Union got involved. There are standards in Europe which are very strong that promote green products. That's why a lot of the products that we even sell come from Europe. The United States did get involved in the definition of what is organic. Now, they got involved and they put forth an initial definition that said genetically modified foods could be organic. And there were 10,000 letters from American citizens to the United States Department of Agriculture saying, no, we won't stand for this. You have to give us a real pure direction of what is quality here. So as a result of the people getting involved, then the products that are organic are now clearly defined. What we're finding is that green products are getting very comparable to products that are not green. The real cost item has to do with the supply chain. It's a messy supply chain right now. In the 100 or so vendors that we deal with through Sarasota Green Marketplace, we deal with everything from one-person traveling salespeople to major corporations who have complete international green standards. So when you look at that kind of range, you understand that things are not as established as they are in most other traditional industries. What I find is there's a large body of people who are engaged in professions that have been established over hundreds and hundreds of years. And they have systems in place, they know who the buyers are, they understand the supply chains, they can send 40 containers out of Shanghai and send them to the ports all over the country. Those companies already have their systems, their people, their contacts. And then over here you have the green businesses, and each one of the green businesses is reinventing the systems, the processes, the practices, the products, this whole commitment to integrity. There's a lot of small green businesses that are really putting all their effort, their energy, their passion into it, and all their money, and they're promoting and supporting this effort with their day job, you know? So you have teeny tiny businesses and businesses that are growing and really beginning to stabilize. So in Sarasota, with our 250 businesses, we have that same situation. We have small businesses, we have large businesses.
If you would like to find out about those green businesses, both big and small, Sarasota Green Connection offers a directory of completely green businesses online at sarasotagreenconnection.com. When we return to Green Connection US, we'll continue our conversation with Marianne Bowie and learn about some of the green products available to environmentally and socially conscious consumers of Sarasota County.
Green Connection US, harnessing the power of existing green businesses to grow the green economy, is brought to you in part by Sarasota Green Connection. Change begins with choice. And the education channel Comcast Cable 20, Verizon 33, strengthening community bonds in the quest for student achievement.